silver or lead. Plata o plomo. We have all seen the movies. The glamorous mansions, the golden guns, the pet tigers, and the stacks of cash that reach the ceiling. Pop culture has sold us a myth that joining a cartel is the fastest way to become a king. They show you the destination, but they never show you the climb. And they certainly don't show you the paycheck of the guys at the bottom. Today, we are going underground. We are digging into the financial records, court documents, and insider leaks to answer one simple question: is the risk actually worth the reward? From the expendable eyes on the street earning less than a fast food worker, to the absolute lords of the underworld making more than tech CEOs, this is the true hierarchy of a cartel. Welcome to the Underground Explainer. Let's break down the payroll. Every empire needs a foundation, and in the cartel world, the foundation is built on the Falcons, or Los Halcones. These are the eyes and ears of the organization. If you are entering the world of organized crime, this is level 1. And honestly, it is a terrible job. Falcons are not shooters. They are not traffickers. They are human surveillance cameras. They are usually young, sometimes as young as 12 or 13 years old. You will find them on street corners, driving taxis, or selling fruit at a market stall. But they aren't selling fruit. They are watching. They hold a cheap radio or a burner phone, and their only job is to report movement. They radio ahead if police enter a specific sector, or if a rival truck is spotted on Main Street. It sounds easy. Just sit there and watch. But here is the reality. The Falcon is the most expendable asset in the entire organization. When the military rolls in, they don't look for the boss hiding in a bunker, they grab the kid on the corner with the radio. When a rival cartel wants to heat up the plaza and send a message, they don't go after the fortified compound immediately. They execute the Falcons first to blind the enemy. For this risk, for the daily threat of torture or prison, a Falcon earns roughly 4,000 to 8,000 pesos a month. That is about 200 to 500 US dollars. In many cases, this is barely minimum wage. They are sold the dream of moving up, of becoming a Sicario, but most Falcons never make it to level 2. They are simply erased from the payroll. If a Falcon proves they are loyal, smart, and willing to get their hands dirty, they might get promoted to a Sicario. Now, we are entering the violent engine of the cartel. A Sicario is a professional soldier for the organization. But don't confuse them with the random street thugs you see in movies. In modern cartels, especially groups like the CJNG or the Zetas, Sicarios are often trained in paramilitary camps. They learn squad tactics, how to handle assault rifles, and how to set up ambushes. So, what is the price of a human life? The base salary for a standard Sicario ranges from $1,000 to $3,000 a month depending on the region and the danger level. In a rural area, it might be lower. In a contested city like Tijuana or Culiacan, the pay goes up because the death rate goes up. But here's where the gamification of the economy comes in. Sicarios often work on a commission basis. This is the dark reality of the bonus structure. Successfully defending a shipment means a bonus. Eliminating a rival target means a bonus. Expanding territory means a bonus. However, the expenses are real. In some organizations, you have to buy your own tactical gear. You have to pay for your own food while on patrol. And the lifestyle traps you. Sicarios spend their money fast on cars, women, and drugs because deep down, they know they aren't saving for retirement. There is no pension plan for a hitman. The average career span of an active Sicario is measured in months, not years. If you survive the front lines, you reach middle management. This is the lieutenant. At this level, you stop being the one pulling the trigger and start being the one giving the orders. A lieutenant is responsible for a plaza, which is a specific territory or city controlled by the cartel. Think of them as regional managers in a massive logistics company. But instead of selling software, they are managing supply chains of narcotics, weapons, and cash. A lieutenant has his own crew of Sicarios and an army of Falcons under his command. He doesn't sleep in the dirt anymore. He lives in a nice house, drives a luxury SUV, and has bodyguards. The money at this level becomes serious. We are talking $15,000 to $50,000 a month in pure profit, often more if the plaza is highly active. But the stress at level 3 is psychological. The lieutenant is the shock absorber. If the shipment gets lost, the boss blames the lieutenant. If the police raid a safe house, the boss blames the lieutenant. If a rival takes over a street, the boss kills the lieutenant. They are squeezed from both sides. They are high-value targets for the DEA and the military, but they are also constantly watched by their own bosses for signs of betrayal. Paranoia is the occupational hazard of level 3. This is usually the ceiling for most career criminals. To go higher, you need to be more than just tough. You need to be a mastermind. Now we enter the realm of the mythical. Level 4, the drug lords, or Los Capos. These are the names that end up on the most wanted lists and occasionally on Forbes. We are talking about El Chapo, El Mencho, or Pablo. At this level, the salary isn't monthly. It's based on net worth. We are talking about individuals who have so much physical cash that they literally lose millions of dollars a year to rats eating the paper bills in storage, and they don't even notice. A cartel boss is not a criminal anymore. He is a CEO of a multinational corporation. They manage international trade deals. They negotiate with government officials. They buy submarines to transport product. They own legitimate businesses like avocado farms, construction companies, and hotels to wash their money. Their income is staggering. During his peak, El Chapo was estimated to be making over $1 billion a year. But the lifestyle of a capo is a golden cage. Yes, they have private zoos and gold-plated pistols. But they can never stop moving. They live in a state of constant, high-stakes warfare. They cannot go to a restaurant without a security detail of 50 men. They cannot trust their wives, their brothers, or their sons. And the fall from level 4 is the hardest. When a Falcon gets arrested, he goes to a local jail. When a capo gets arrested, he goes to ADX Florence in Colorado, the Alcatraz of the Rockies, to spend 23 hours a day in a concrete box for the rest of his life. There is one group we skipped. They don't fit the standard hierarchy. They are the specialists. The chemists who cook the product. The pilots who fly under the radar. And most importantly, the accountants. These are the educated professionals who chose the dark side. A top cartel accountant can make $50,000 a month just for knowing how to manipulate numbers. A pilot can make $200,000 for a single flight. They are paid for their skill, not their violence. But make no mistake, they are owned by the cartel. A pilot who crashes doesn't get fired. An accountant who steals doesn't get sued. They disappear. So, let's look at the math again. Is it worth it? To become a kingpin, you have to climb over a mountain of bodies, starting as a Falcon making $200 a month, risking your life every single day for a promise that was likely a lie. The hierarchy of the cartel is designed like a pyramid scheme. The wealth flows up, and the blood flows down. 99% of the people who enter the game never see the millions. They only see the inside of a cell, or the end of a barrel. This is the Underground Explainer. We dig deep so you don't have to. If you want to know what happens when you make a mistake as the cartel accountant, hit that subscribe button. That is our next investigation. Stay hidden.